WLS-ABC7 Chicago. This is the World Series champion Chicago Cubs on ABC7.
From Great American Ballpark in downtown Cincinnati, we're set for Chicago Cubs baseball here on ABC7. The Cubs look for their fourth consecutive win. It's game 2 of a 3-game weekend series. And hi again, everyone. Along with U2's The Edge, I'm Len Casper. Actually, it's Jim Deshaies, but a good look today. It's cold today, but that's all right, and the Cubs would love to get the bats going maybe a little earlier than usual.
The Cardiac Cubs are coming from behind yet again. They've won 3 in a row now for the second time this year. First home run of the year for Jason Hayward. It was a long one, a big fly, tip of the cap from the big fella. He goes about 440 feet into the seats here. John Lester did not have his A game, but the bats bailed him out. Javi Baez also hit his first home run of the year, picked on that fastball from Adelman, whacked it out there just to the left of the Reds bullpen.
Ninth inning, this was the big dramatic blow. 2 outs. Anthony Rizzo with a line shot homer. He said after the game he thought it might be a long single off the fence, but he just snuck it over. Cubs tie the game. They win it in the 11th on a Chris Bryant sac fly as we check out today's Comcast Business of Baseball.
Timely hitting, late inning hitting the last 3 games. Cubs batting .350 in the late innings, 10 runs in the 7th inning or later. The bullpen has stepped up in a big way. Just 1 run allowed over 14 2/3 innings in the last 3 ball games, and delivering in the clutch 5 out of 16 with runners in scoring position 7th inning or later.
NL Central standings updated, brought to you by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. Cubs jump over the Reds into first place.
Yeah, so the question remains now, will the Cubs hang on to first place and run the table, so to speak?
So game 2 coming up, and a man who threw his second career no-hitter in this ballpark a year ago yesterday. We'll focus on today's starting pitchers coming up.
Heyman's Westside Ace Hardware has over 70 years of knowledge and can help you with all of your window needs. We can repair windows, screens, and thermopane windows. Services beyond the ordinary at Heyman's Westside Ace Hardware in Davenport.
Running free in a U.S. Adventure RV. Frying up the breakfast, bacon in the showcase state. To sunset at the Golden Gate. From the mountains to the Mississippi Palisades. We're running free. West Adventure from a travel trailer out in Yellowstone. Through the rolling hills in a rolling home. The good life begins when you're on the road. Running free in a U.S. Adventure RV.
There's an old saying, you only have one life to live, so I'm making the most of mine. I enrolled at Blackhawk College. The advisors helped me register for classes, and financial aid made it affordable. And my instructors really cared about my success.
Whether your next step is learning new skills, changing careers, or working toward a bachelor's degree, Blackhawk College has the program that's right for you. Registration for summer and fall is going on now.
Call our advisors today or visit us online to get started. Blackhawk College was my next step. Make it yours.
Goods is an escape. It's a very leisurely, relaxing day. You can look at furniture wherever you go in the store, and I believe you'll find it very laid back and relaxed and a lot of fun. It's a whole different experience at Goods than I think anywhere else. The wine cellar restaurant, the bed and breakfast, all the kids love the fish pond, so it's just an easy way to spend the day with your family and friends. I invite you to visit the furniture destination of the Midwest at Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
Only thing that I was missing was on that cheek that I was kissing. We do it 'cause it feels right. We do it 'cause it feels right. We do it 'cause it feels right.
Heyman's Westside Ace Hardware has multiple services to help you. From key cutting, pipe cutting and threading, sharpening services, paint mixing, and lamp repair. Services beyond the ordinary at Heyman's Westside Ace Hardware in Davenport.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. By Mattress Firm, where we want you to sleep happy guaranteed. Remember, if it's over 8, it's time to replace. By Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. And by Southwest, yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Jake Arrieta will take the ball today for the Cubs. Left-hander Cody Reed for the Reds. Let's check out our Blue Moon perfect pitch from Jake Arrieta. Blue Moon, brewed with Valencia orange peel for a taste that shines brighter.
The two-seam fastball, a very effective weapon for Arrieta. The slider, curveball combination, outstanding breaking pitches. And this is a video from his no-hitter against the Reds here last year. That's the thing about Arrieta. On any given day, hitters will tell you, well, it's his curveball that is his best pitch. No, it's his cutter. And he also can light up the radar gun with 94.
And the starting pitching matchup is brought to you by Goodwill for whatever style you want today. Amazing.
It is amazing. Career versus the Reds. Jake Arrieta's made 7 starts, 5-2 with a 347. Cody Reed, young left-hander. They really like his stuff. He has not had a lot of success at the big league level. Last year against the Cubs, really struggled in 2 starts.
Cubs dominated the Reds last year, winning 15 of the 19 games. A stunning comeback win last night. We'll see what transpires today. First pitch next.
At Weebler's Harley-Davidson, it doesn't matter if you're into short trips or long hauls. From bikes to gear and everything in between, Weebler's Harley-Davidson has everything you need to hit the open road in style. Stop by and gear up for any adventure at Weebler's Harley-Davidson in Davenport.
Soon. Learn more at eicc.edu.
G&G Retailers is about service. We take the time to make sure you get the proper firearm or accessory for your needs and offer a full line of gunsmithing services. G&G is about safety, offering NRA-certified Iowa permit-to-carry classes to make sure you know how to safely handle and maintain your firearms. But most of all, G&G Retailers is about family tradition. We've been in business for over 30 years and now 3 generations. G&G Retailers, 1 block south of Division and Locust in Davenport, Iowa.
It's time to freshen up your home with some new furniture from Peterson Heggie Furniture. For your living room, dining room, and bedroom, we have a variety of styles to choose from, such as Flex Steel, Lazy Boy, Broyhill, and more. So spruce up your living room with a new sofa or recliner, or update your dining room with a new table. For the bedroom, we have a wide selection of dressers, chests, beds, and mattresses to choose from. Peterson Heggie Furniture, helping you create the home you always dreamed of. Located in Clinton and DeWitt. Or go to ourquadcities.com and click on Consumer Connections.
Pleasure Pools.
We interrupt our jingle for huge news. Pleasure Pools and Spas announces our first ever 10th sale. For 3 days only, it's the largest sales event in our history with breathtaking discounts on everything under the tent, including huge savings on the top brands of patio furniture and spas. Hurry in for these never-before big top savings this weekend only at Pleasure Pools and Spas in Davenport. We make staying home fun.
At Weebler's Harley-Davidson, it doesn't matter if you're into short trips or long hauls. From bikes to gear and everything in between, Weebler's Harley-Davidson has everything you need to hit the open road in style. Stop by and gear up for any adventure at Weebler's Harley-Davidson in Davenport.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. By Ford, America's best-selling brand, inviting you to go further in our fuel-efficient vehicles. Check out our entire lineup at your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. And by Lakeside Bank. We make banking simple. Lakeside Bank. It's about time. Let's jump right into the Cubs Southwest Airlines starting lineup. Schwarber, Bryant, and Rizzo in the first. If anybody reaches, Addison Russell. Contreras, the catcher. Jason Hayward in right. Javier Baez at second. Jake Arrieta, the Silver Slugger winner from last year, hits 8th, and Albert Almora Jr. batting 9th.
Let's play ball. Let's go.
Cody Reed, left-hander for the Reds. So the second consecutive Red starter jumping out of the bullpen and retiring 18 in a row in his last 3 relief appearances.
Kind of got the Ollie G look going on with those glasses. Reed, 6'5", 225 pounds, just turned 24 years of age last Saturday. Got really good stuff. He has struggled so far at the big league level as a starter. That was last year, his first taste of the big leagues. Had a 7 and change ERA and making 10 starts. Got hit hard, gave up a bunch of home runs, but Reds really like his arm for good reason. That's 95. Got a slider and a change.
He is not wasting time. Hasn't found the strike zone yet. And here's his 3-0 pitch. It is ball 4.
You know, if you don't throw it over, your defense can't help you, but we're going to check the defense anyway. Duvall in left today. Schebler moves over to play center. Billy Hamilton with the day off. Scooter Jeanette, an infielder by trade, will play right field today. Suarez, Cozart, Peraza, Votto on the infield, and Tucker Barnhart is the hind catcher for the Redlegs here this afternoon.
And today's HD broadcast is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Wild pitch. Schwarber to second. And he's going to stop. Thought about heading to third. So Reed has misses on his first 5 pitches.
Yeah, bad miss. Barnhart not able to keep it in front. That allows Schwarber to cruise on into second. He had designs on third. But I think he made a prudent decision with no outs to play it safe.
The batter is Bryant. Low. 2-0. Pretty cool, you. Let's get the Four Seasons weather. Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing for all the right reasons. Call 866-4Seasons. Cold, but right now dry.
All the amateur meteorologists around the ballpark a little conflicted today. I've talked to a number of Reds personnel and Cub personnel for that matter too, and everybody's checking their phones and their iPad and Uncle Joe, and you're getting all kinds of information. No, we're going to be fine. Guy in the elevator said it's going to rain all day. Right now, it looks good. A little cloudy, a little stormy for the young left-hander. He can't find the strike zone, but
going to say, like the forecast, Cody Reed has been all over the place. Game-winning sac fly for Bryant in the 11th last night. There's a strike, and the crowd goes wild.
Cincinnatians are supposed to be earnest, not sarcastic.
A little bit of the Bronx always creeps in after starting pitcher throws 7 consecutive balls to begin the game.
A lot of blue in the stands here this afternoon.
Fouled away.
Hey, let's take a look at our Mercedes-Benz keys to the game. That work deep counts. They get a little bit of a fatigued bullpen, so if you can get Reed out of the ball game early, that's going to really expose that bullpen. Right-handers really lit up Reed last year, and we'll see if history is able to repeat itself as Arrieta pitched a no-hitter here a year ago yesterday.
Walking a wild pitch, getting Schwarber to second with nobody out to start the game. The 3-2 to Bryant. Ball 4.
Number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
So Rizzo with 2 outs in the ninth. Line shot, 3-run homer to tie it. He's got a 10-game hitting streak. Lots of drama here these last 3 games. The Cubs erasing deficits of 5, 3, and 3. 2 of those games against Milwaukee at Wrigley Field to come back and win.
Fastball from Lorenzen drifted out over the middle of the plate. He really got into it, and the question was, would it just carry, stay high enough, long enough to get out of the ballpark?
That's a strike. 1-1. You mentioned the glasses of Cody Reed. He wears them when he pitches because his mom told him while he was in high school to wear his glasses, and he had a good game and decided to stick with it. Rizzo in the air to right toward the corner. Gone. Another 3-run homer for Anthony. Cubs lead 3-0.
Boom, boom, boom. Walk, long ball. Rizzo now with 6 driven in his last 2 plate appearances. Let's take a look at the Toyota home run cam. When the Cubs come to Cincinnati, this happens frequently. With 14 games in a row now against the Reds, they've gone deep.
The Cubs have 30 home runs in their last 12 games in this ballpark. 4 this weekend.
Well, Reed made 2 starts against the Cubs last year. He lasted 4 innings in each of those games. 8 innings total, 14 hits, 11 runs, 5 home runs. Russell, Rizzo, Almora, Bryant, and Contreras all took him deep last year. And now Anthony getting after him again here this afternoon.
Russell went. That's a strike. 2-1 with that first run for the Cubs. Chicagoland's own Midwest Equity Mortgage will donate $100 to the Pat Tillman Foundation, supporting military veterans and their families. Three batters in, 3-0. Swing and a miss. That's out number 1. And here's Wilson Contreras, the catcher.
Reds acquired Reed from the Kansas City Royals in July of 2015. The deal that sent Johnny Cueto to Kansas City. So it was Reed, Brandon Finnegan, another left-handed pitcher. Well, actually, it was 3 left-handed pitchers that came in the deal. John Lamb is no longer with the Reds. Finnegan's currently on the DL. But Reed probably the highest upside of the group involved in that deal. When you trade a guy like Johnny Cueto, you expect, elite prospects in return. Reed appears to be going to be the real key to that deal.
The Cubs catcher is low and inside. Reed to the plate, sharply hit on the ground into center. First hit of the series for Wilson.
I mentioned in our keys to the game about right-handers, and last year right-handed batters against Reed, 329 average, 408 on base, 614 slugging percentage.
This is the only game going on currently. Everything else later around baseball. as Reed will fire over to first. Laz Diaz is calling balls and strikes today. Doug Eddings at first, Corey Blazer at second, and the crew chief, Jeff Nelson, is at third. Missed outside. Boy, when Reed has missed, he has missed by a lot. Contreras to second, and he is out. He thinks he got in. Tried to sneak his hand in around the Cozart tag. As the Reds will throw the ball around the horn, and Contreras is going to stay right where he is until further notice.
Well, the clock should be ticking, right? Cubs have 30 seconds to decide whether to challenge or not. You see he's taking a path that will lead into the backside of the base, and I think he got in there. They're going to challenge this one. So it's a muddy track, so he kind of loses momentum as he hits the dirt, but it looks like he got the hand in before Cozart was able to apply the tag. I think that call will be overruled. And I would think it wouldn't take a real long time to make that determination.
And this manager's challenge is brought to you by the Subaru Love Promise. It's our pledge to do right by the Chicagoland communities where we all live and work.
Hey, you know how we like to invent games up here? I just thought of a new one.
Okay.
Once the manager's challenge starts, see if you can hold your breath until a call is made.
It's a bad idea. They do have a 2-minute limit.
Or you could, like, list state capitals, presidents of the United States, whatever category you want.
So they have overturned it. He is safe.
We're going to do that. The next challenge, we're going to do we'll do Academy Award winners or something.
Time of the review was 50 seconds.
Well, 50-second review. Could you have held your breath for 50 seconds? No, don't try it at home, please. Don't. Breaking ball strike.
No hate mail, please. I'm just kidding. Reed's delivery reminiscent a little bit of Madison Bumgarner. His arm angle is maybe a little bit higher than Bumgarner, but similar in style, more rotational, shoulders to shoulders, that merry-go-round versus Ferris wheel. And because of that, I think that's why right-handed hitters get such a good look at him. Barnard just went 96 back to the mound.
Yeah, I think
a little frustrated with his young left-hander.
Foul. I mean, the strikes have been in very hittable spots. The balls have been way off the plate. Hayward with a long home run last night off Tim Edelman. His first of the season.
More consistent hard contact has been the theme with Hayward so far this year. There's another one.
Line drive to center. Schebler makes the grab. 2 outs. Here's Javier Baez in the lineup again today. Ben Zobrist dealing with a little back tightness, so was not in the lineup last night and did not get into the game. He would only have been available in an emergency. Not sure if he is available today.
I spoke with Joe about it earlier today, and he said he's going to try to stay away from him with the threat of rain and the cold weather.
Cubs made a roster move before the game. It did not affect the 25-man roster. But Tommy LaStella was activated off the bereavement list as Baez will be intentionally walked after the first 2 misses. And option to AAA Iowa.
Reed didn't realize what was going on.
Yeah, here's Arrieta.
Rubs up the ball, turns around, and he sees Baez trotting down to first base.
Cubs scored, what, 16 for Jake in his no-hitter here last year?
16 runs on 18 hits. I think the second most runs ever scored in a no-hitter.
They've already given him 3. And he has a chance to pitch in before he even throws a ball. The 0-2 ground ball. Shortstop Cozart gets the force play at third. Anthony Rizzo, after a couple of walks to start the game, it's his second 3-run homer of the series.
The Quad City station for real classic rock, Q106.5.
For the best audio-video gear with low prices and exceptional service, think Between the Boxes at Entertainment Expressions.
We sell and install only the best. Speakers you have to hear to believe. Televisions, whole house audio systems, and outdoor speakers.
Residential, commercial, home theater, and wireless audio solutions. And the most experienced electronics staff in the Quad Cities. Get it all
From your favorite electronics mid-box store.
at Entertainment Expressions.
We're your hardcore audio and video experts.
The law is not all black and white. There are always shades of gray. If driver's license issues have caused you to walk instead of ride, I'm attorney Jack Schwartz. I can help you restore your driving privileges. Call me now at 793-HELP or 1-800-798-ATTORNEY.
Running free in a U.S. adventure RV. Frying up the breakfast, bacon in the showcase state. To sunset at the Golden Gate. From the mountains to the Mississippi Palisades. We're running free. U.S. adventure from a travel trailer out in Yellowstone. Through the rolling hills in a rolling home. The good life begins when you're on the road. Running free in a U.S. adventure RV.
The Quad City station for real classic rock, Q106.5.
You have to get Felicity out of Helix. You're willing to do whatever it takes to stop Chase. Don't do this.
You'll have to stop me.
Computer Evolution is here for all of your computer needs. We're located off of 53rd and Elmore.
Now the Reds lineup brought to you by Fix Auto, no Billy Hamilton, so Jose Peraza will lead it off. Scooter Jeanette, the ex-Brewer, is in right. Votto, Duvall, Suarez. Schebler moves from right to center. Cozart, the shortstop. Barnhart off to a good start, batting 8th today, and the pitcher Reed hitting 9th.
Cubs defensively brought to you by Plumbers 911. Emergency plumbing service is one click away at plumbers911.com. Schwarber, Almora Jr., Hayward left center right. Third to first, Bryant, Russell, Baez, Rizzo, Contreras behind the plate. Arrieta on the mound. Well, here are the numbers on Jake. He's made 3 starts, 2-0 with a 2.89 ERA. No decision last time out. He left with a 6-3 lead. But that got away. Cubs ended up losing that game to the Pirates 8-7. Good strikeout to walk numbers. League batting just 179 against him.
April 21st, 2016. No hit the Reds. 1-0 on Peraza. And as you referenced last night, that's the most recent no-hitter in baseball.
Yeah, only one thrown last year.
He became the third Cub to throw multiple no-hitters, Larry Corcoran and Ken Holtzman. the other two. Popped up foul territory over near the Cubs dugout. And no play.
Travel like a world champion with Cubs destinations. Packages include game tickets, hotel accommodations, ballpark tours, Cubs swag, and a private meet and greet with a current Cub player. Our first trip of the season, Boston's Fenway Park, April 28th through the 30th. That's the end of this road trip. For more information, visit Cubs.com/destinations.
2-1, fouled straight back. Cubs have won 3 straight. Reds have lost 3 in a row.
Reds, after a very good road trip, scuffling here on this homestand.
Boy, that loss last night really stung. As Brian Price took a little heat on Twitter for not taking Michael Lorenzen out of the game to face Anthony Rizzo. But Price said, not going to second guess it. Base hit Peralta. So
there's the no-no.
You know, and in Brian Price's defense, I think the fact that Peralta was lights out after that also kind of affected the opinion, the second guessing, because he looked so good. But you know, he had not really pitched in a big spot like that previously. So
yeah, and you know, so that may be something that evolves with the Reds' bullpen usage, that he does start to trust Peralta a little bit more in those high leverage situations because he's a good-looking young pitcher. But yeah, it's hard to find fault with the way Price handled that last night.
So leadoff man is on. Scooter Gennett getting the start in right. This is his 7th start and his 4th different starting position. 2nd, 3rd, left, and right. Second baseman by trade. But this year in spring training with Milwaukee, started playing the outfield. It's a transition a lot of guys have to make early in their career. They start a lot of games, and then if they're on a team where a younger player takes his position, you go, I better start playing some other spots. That's a strike. 1-1. He was claimed off waivers from Milwaukee on March 28th, right before the Reds broke camp. And Gennett was born here in Cincinnati, lived in nearby Lebanon until he was 9, and then family moved to Sarasota, Florida.
Peraza capable of stealing a bag. He did a bunch of that while in the minor leagues. Gennett, always been good against right-handed pitching. Lifetime .293 hitter against righties. Kind of ironic because, you know, it took him a while to establish himself as an everyday player in Milwaukee because he couldn't hit lefties, and then he made a significant upgrade in that department. Flashed a little power last year.
Broken bat bouncer to second, and they can't get him out. Man. Peraza to third. Gennett got out of the box kind of slowly as his bat shattered. I thought they were going to turn the double play easily, and instead they don't get any.
Yeah, Baez got caught in between, trying to apply a tag on Peraza, and then when he didn't do that, he went for the flip. And he probably should have just taken the ball and shoveled it to Russell right away. Just come and get the ball, flip it to Russell, and get your traditional 4-6-3 double play. I think that was the play.
So that should be an error on Baez. And the Reds have runners at 2nd and 3rd. No outs for Votto. So almost like the Cubs in the top of the inning. Low on a curve. Ball 1.
Reed opened the door with walks. Now it's the error that creates the opportunity for Cincinnati. Votto came up empty twice yesterday with the bases loaded.
And a drive to right. And we're tied just like that. Almost a carbon copy of the top of this first inning. First two reach. Next guy homers.
Yep, reset, start all over again. A rare bad decision by Baez opening the door, and Votto busted right through it. And it's just a matter of time, and given all these opportunities, that Votto's going to make the pay. Look like they're trying to crowd him with a cutter, and it stayed out over the plate. That's his 6th home run on the year. So it's a little different look for Votto so far this year, not hitting for the real high average, but he is driving the ball.
Adam Duvall takes a strike. Two.
28th career versus the Cubs, 3rd among actives. I'm guessing Pujols and Braun.
Yeah. 56 for Albert Pujols. One and two on last year's All-Star. Adam Duvall homered, stole a base last night. Hope everybody's all right. One of 7 major leaguers last year with 31 doubles, 33 homers, 103 RBIs. Outside, 2-2. Jake on the StatCast is 94 on his sinker during this sequence, so there's been a lot of talk about his velocity. Right down the middle, and Duvall couldn't get it at 93. That's out number 1. Make sure you check out the new AccuWeather app. From Eyewitness News, search AccuWeather in the App Store. Download to get Chicago's most accurate forecast from ABC7, your AccuWeather station. Eugenio Suarez, the third baseman. 2 hits, including a double in Game 1. In terms of that velocity, Joe talked about Arrieta's command and said that's been actually better so far this year. And I would agree, we haven't seen any of those innings where it just feels like he can't control the pitch. Although he wants that one back. Suarez gives the Reds the lead. His 4th.
Off to a great start. The 21 home runs for the Reds last year. That's number 4. Comes on a curveball. Lifts that ball into the seats.
Swinging strike on Scott Schebler. Wild start to this one.
Didn't feel like a hitter's day when we showed up at the ballpark.
Sure didn't. Marietta has allowed multi-homers on 2 straight starts. Close, got him at first.
This father-son moment is brought to you by Sports Clips Haircuts. With over 90 Chicagoland locations, find yours at sportsclips.com.
No challenge by Brian Price on that close play at first. That'll bring up Zach Cozart. I don't know what to make of this. Probably nothing, other than he's just been good. Cozart against opposing starting pitchers is 18 out of 34. That's a .529 batting average, according to Inside Edge. Highest among all major leaguers.
Yeah, he's off to a great start, hitting for a high average. He's taking walks. Keeps that up. I suspect that may see him more towards the top of the batting order.
Is that your order?
Reds could use on-base presence at the top of the order. Don't get a whole lot of that from Billy Hamilton. Peraza, throughout his minor league career, has been a high average hitter, but he's not a guy who draws a lot of walks and necessarily sees a lot of pitches.
Outside corner to make it 2-2. And the count holds. Cubs are racing deficits of at least 3 runs to win each of their last 3 games. Then they got ahead by 3 in the very first inning today. Reds have turned it around with 2 home runs off Arrieta. Foul tip, strike 3. After 1, it's 4-3 Reds.
At Weebler's Harley-Davidson, it doesn't matter if you're into short trips or long hauls. From bikes to gear and everything in between, Weebler's Harley-Davidson has everything you need to hit the open road in style. Stop by and gear up for any adventure at Weebler's Harley-Davidson in Davenport.
Not again.
What, honey?
It's backed up again.
It's time to call Right on Time. They are fast, affordable, and will beat any competitor price. Available 24/7, so pick up that phone and call Right on Time today for all your sewer and drain cleaning needs.
Hey, what are you doing at home? Gather your friends and head to the Circle Tap on West Locust Street. See the game and enjoy a wonderful meal, famous for our ribs from a quarter to a full rack with fries served alongside, delicious burger baskets, chicken and bacon ranch wraps, as well as cold drinks and spirits, all at great prices. Plus, enjoy the Circle's great outdoor patio area with a cool and shaded bar. There's live music often featured. So head on over to the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
Fast foodies know romance starts with a 4-course meal. That's a bacon burger, fries, apple pie, and a drink for just $3. Perfect for a night at the drive-in. The 4 for $3 deal now with the bacon cheddar crisp. Rallies and checkers. Fast foodies know the deal.
The sink is globbed.
Call Rob.
It's time to call Right on Time. They are fast, affordable, and will beat any competitor price. Available 24/7, so pick up that phone and call Right on Time today for all your sewer and drain cleaning needs.
At Weebler's Harley-Davidson, it doesn't matter if you're into short trips or long hauls. From bikes to gear and everything in between, Weebler's Harley-Davidson has everything you need to hit the open road in style. Stop by and gear up for any adventure at Weebler's Harley-Davidson in Davenport.
For all the latest Cubs news, please visit the ABC7 Cubs blog at abc7chicago.com /Cubs. Presented by Nationwide agent Jeff Vukovich. Go to jeffvuk.com. KGCW-26.com or follow him on social media. Nationwide is on your side. Albert Almora Jr. looks at a strike. Nice base running decision as he walked, scored the game-winning run in the 11th last night on the Chris Bryant sac fly. The ball was not very deep out in left center, but Gary Jones sent him as Duvall's momentum was taking him kind of towards left center. The throw was just a bit offline, and Albert got in. 2 bounces to third. Suarez up with it.
Yeah, I thought it was just a great plate appearance that Albert had in the 11th with 1 out. He was 0 for 4 at the time. He had struck out his 3 previous plate appearances. And he just showed great discipline to work the walk and ultimately score the winning run. You would think any hitter, especially a young hitter, would be very anxious in that situation, but he was not.
Schwarber thumps one foul. Kyle walking to lead off the game has now reached 9 out of 16 tries as the first batter of a ball game. And the Cubs have already taken 3 walks for the 16th consecutive game. This is the longest such stretch in a single season since 1975. The question for Cody Reed is, can he get his command? He did not have it at all in the first. Ground ball, just foul.
Yep, maybe needs to trust his stuff a little bit more. It's a daunting task for an inexperienced pitcher against this lineup. Tendency to want to stay out of the strike zone, and because of the disciplined approach of most of these hitters, you're asking for trouble when you do that. And we saw it last year as the starting pitchers who had success against the Cubs threw strike 1 a high percentage of the time and stayed on the attack. When they started to nibble and get a little defensive, they ended up paying a price. It's like a boxing match where both fighters went to the mat in the first round, and you'll see how they respond.
Schwarber from nearby Middletown, Ohio.
Middletown because it's midway between Cincinnati and Dayton.
That makes sense. Good job to get the bat on the ball and stay alive. Reds shifting against Schwarber. That happens a lot against the Cubs. And left field corner, slicing foul. The Cubs don't shift much. Second fewest defensive shifts utilized defensively currently in baseball. But they've been shifted against the second most among all major league offenses. Strike 3, no argument from Kyle.
Visit the Cubs Authentics auction page every week for your chance to own one-of-a-kind Cubs items. This week's auction includes the gold uniforms worn on opening night and from the ring ceremony game. Go to Cubs.com/authentics before this Sunday, April 23rd at 8 p.m. to place your bid. The Cubs will donate proceeds from the sale of Cubs Authentics to Cubs charities.
Bryant, foul.
I would think when Reed is on his game, there would be a lot of action for the third baseman and the shortstop. The ball moving in on the hands of the right-handed hitters.
Reed is from Horn Lake, Mississippi. It's just south of Memphis, Tennessee. He was not drafted out of high school. Ended up being a second-round pick out of college. Northwest Mississippi Community College. He had committed to Ole Miss before signing with Kansas City.
Second round pick, June of 2013, the 46th pick overall in the draft that year.
The Reds went into action today with the best ERA in the National League. Despite their starting pitching injuries and the fact that their bullpen had a horrible year last year, but off to a much better start last night and early today notwithstanding. Two to Bryant, misses low and in. You saw before the game, Chris, there was a group of students, I'm not sure where they were from.
Yeah, they sang the anthem.
They sang the national anthem, and he gave them all high fives as they went by the Cubs dugout. That was pretty cool. Into the corner and left. Duvall gets it back quickly. And Bryant's safe at second. They've got slow dirt here at Great American Ballpark. We had a shot of Joey Votto sliding yesterday, and he came up short. Looked like Chris kind of got caught up.
Yeah, a lot of water on it, I think, has slowed the track down a little bit. So he has good karma. High-fiving those kids pays off. Off to a good start. Walk, and now double for Chris. And as we see all the time, head down, going hard, going to push it. That's certainly the right play with 2 outs.
Last 3 plate appearances for Anthony. 2 homers, 6 knocked in. Let's check out our Toyota home run cam. Majestic. So a nice long home run streak here, and now 31 in their last 12 in this park. Check that, 30 in their last 12.
I like the home run trot. It's kind of like a victory lap, right? You know, most time going down the line, you know that it's out. So you get that the rest of the trip just to kind of relish that moment.
They walked him. Pitching coach Mac Jenkins will head out to the mound. I think it might be Mac's birthday today. It is. Happy birthday, Mac.
Probably wishing he was getting a little better results from his starting pitcher on his birthday.
And 52 today. The ball gets past Barnhart, and the runners advance. On his 60th pitch, and we're only in the second inning.
One of our Mercedes keys to the game was work deep counts, get into that Reds bullpen early. It appears that's going to happen. Barnhart should have had that one.
Passed ball charge to Barnhart.
Because of his angles and his movement and his velocity, not an easy guy to catch, but that one should have been caught, should have been handled. That's a tough pitch there. He gets a slider diving down and in. Just a matter of consistency for Reed. The stuff is there. His last 3 appearances out of the bullpen, he retired all 18 batters he'd faced. As a starter last year, 10 starts, 0-7 with a 736 earned run average. He allowed 67 hits in 47 2/3 innings. 12 of those hits left the ballpark. They had the second highest home run rate among all pitchers who worked at least 40 innings last year.
Two-out double, then a walk, then a passed ball.
You see on our Comcast Xfinity strike zone, he is living on the inside or off the inside part of the plate here to Russell. And I think that's the key for him too, because his natural motion is he's gonna throw a lot of those sliders and cutters in on the righties. If he can command a two-seamer away or throw a changeup consistently down and away, it's really gonna open up the door for him.
Back-to-back walks now. Early action is Alberto Bonilla up in the Reds bullpen. Bases loaded. Contreras in the air to deep center. Schebler back on it. It is gone. It's a grand slam for Contreras. Cubs lead 7-4.
Oh my! Listen to this place. It's full of Cub fans. Walks before long balls, a theme here today. Boy, he rocked into that one nicely. You see the celebration in the dugout. There's a bat flip. That's your Toyota home run replay. Number 2 for Wilson Contreras. He, like Rizzo, also got Reed last year.
First career grand slam for Contreras. Well, you're right. 4 walks have come around to score on home runs by the Cubs here in the first 2 innings.
I believe earlier this year you pondered, wonder what the winning percentage is of a team who hits a 3-run home run a game. And we assumed that it would be quite high. So how about a 3-run home run and a grand slam?
Even higher. Yeah. 400 feet, the estimated distance on that home run. Swing and a miss by Hayward. All that happened after 2 were out. Double, walk, and then the grand slam.
Where can you get a new car for as low as $99 per month? At Zimmerman Alfa Romeo Fiat, we have program cars and service loaners at used car prices. We're in the former Hummer dealership, Brady and I-80. Take the airport exit and the first left.
G&G Retailers is about service. We take the time to make sure you get the proper firearm or accessory for your needs and offer a full line of gunsmithing services. G&G is about safety, offering NRA-certified Iowa permit-to-carry classes to make sure you know how to safely handle and maintain your firearms. But most of all, G&G Retailers is about family tradition. We've been in business for over 30 years and now 3 generations. G&G Retailers, 1 block south of Division and Locust in Davenport, Iowa.
The new Kick 1049 plays the Quad City's greatest hits. The new Kick 1049. The new Kick 1049 plays the Quad City's greatest hits. The Quad City's greatest hits. The new Kick 1049.
Fast foodies know the best mornings start with a gourmet breakfast. And now, you can get steak and seasoned beef with peppercorn cheese sauce all before the sun comes up. The new steak burger's just $1.99. Checkers and Rallies Fast Foodies know the deal.
It's the spring clearance event. Lease a Fiat 124 Spider for only $269 a month at Zimmerman Alfa Romeo Fiat of the Quad Cities. We're in the former Hummer dealership, Brady and I-80. Take the airport exit and the first left.
Zimmerman's Alfa Romeo and Fiat.
The World Series champion Chicago Cubs are on the Quad Cities CW. It's an interleague showdown when the Cubs travel to Fenway Park to take on the Boston Red Sox. April 29th, exclusively on the Quad Cities CW.
Well, there's the man of the moment, Wilson Contreras with the grand slam. Jake Arrieta now back out there with a 3-run lead. And here come the Reds again. Hey, today's Hot and Cold Players brought to you by Plumbers 911. Emergency plumbing service is 1 click away at plumbers911.com. Who's hot? Bryce Harper. Last 7 games batting .481 with 5 long ones. My goodness. Leads the league, leads Major League Baseball with a .407 batting average. And rookie Dansby Swanson, and he's been scuffling, just 2 for his last 28 under the 71.
This is Phillip Ervin, and this is his Major League debut. He is batting for Reed, who never did get a plate appearance. Seen Ervin a fair amount in spring training the last couple of years. Outside for a ball. 93 on the Heat. 7th Red already this season to make his Major League debut. And it's only April the 22nd. Fouled away.
Pretty good aggressive hack there at the 2-0 pitch. Somebody made a play. Fans very excited.
An unsightly line for Cody Reed today. 2 innings, 4 hits, 7 runs all earned, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts, 2 home runs, 69 pitches. Three and 1 to count on Ervin. Swing and a miss, 3-2. th overall pick, 2013, and I'm sure his heart beating pretty quickly right now. On at second, relay late. Just no rhythm there as the throw was low.
Cub fans, start your day the Chicago way with ABC7 Eyewitness News in the morning. Weekdays with Terrell Brown, Tanya Babich, Roz Varon, and Tracy Butler. There they are. They're having fun.
Back to the top, and Peraza was singled to lead off the bottom of the first. The Reds dropped out of first last night for the first time since the third day of the season.
A little flat-footed taking his lead there.
Take towards second and then hit the brakes as Peraza took a strike.
Irvin stole 36 bases at AA last year. Twice before had 30 steals in a minor league season. No Billy Hamilton, but pretty good numbers.
Peraza's 2 for 2.
Yeah, well, and that's what Peraza does. You look at his numbers coming up through the minor leagues, first with the Braves and the Dodgers. He, hit for very high averages. Bat to ball contact skills are really good. Not going to hit the ball out of the ballpark. A high average, good base runner. Should be able to carve out a nice career for himself at this level.
Early visit from the pitching coach, Chris Bosio. RBI Baseball 2017 returns with fast-paced pick-up-and-play MLB action packed with all your favorite MLB teams, players, ballparks, and much more. Get RBI Baseball today for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and mobile devices. Learn more at rbigame.com. Two on, one out. Scooter Gennett swings and misses. Cubs with 3 in the first, Reds with 4 in the first, Cubs with 4 in the second. Might feel like the first pitcher to put up a 0 is going to win this game. And Arrieta hoping to be that guy with a 3-run lead here in the second inning. And 2.
I would love to get the double play here and not have to deal with Votto. Curveball, sinker, changeup, all good ground ball pitches for Jake.
Broken bat roller to Bryant. He'll step on third, and that's it. 2 outs.
Take a look at the exit velocity of the Joey Votto home run, brought to you by Subaru. 105 miles per hour, that one left the bat.
So batting again with runners on base. You mentioned last night he left the bases loaded twice. Cubs winning the game 6-5 in 11 innings. They may not have been able to get it to extras had they not gotten Votto in those spots earlier.
Yeah, first time he had a lazy fly ball to center. It was a really good battle between he and John Lester. The second time he was up there with the bases loaded, he hit the ball sharply, but out of line to center field for an out.
ready for a 1-1.
Talking with Mike Borzello this morning, who's in charge of putting the Cubs game plan together against opposing hitters. And we're talking about Votto, and he said, yeah, he's the biggest challenge in the league because, he's so thoughtful, and he said, we do go in with a plan against him, but the key is you have to adjust. You have to read his swings. He'll sit on breaking pitches, and constant game of adjustments.
By the way, this is the best velocity we've seen from Arrieta in his first 4 starts. Hitting 95 on the gun with a fastball, and this is the most runs he's allowed. Three and one on Votto. Here it comes. Softly hit into left. A run will score. 7-5. Votto's knocked in 4 runs here in the first 2 innings.
Yeah, just a little flare off the end of the bat. But a well-placed flare gets the job done.
Swinging strike on Duvall. 12 runs on 10 hits combined. That one a little bit.
As you mentioned, Duvall, an all-star last year, and really was the first chance he got to be an everyday player at the big league level. Had a little time with the Giants in 2014. 64 at-bats for the Reds in 2015, and then they gave him the job, and he took full advantage. He'll turn 29 in September, so a late bloomer. Either a late bloomer or just, was blocked over in San Francisco. They'd probably love to have him in that outfield right now. I feel a bit of a concern with the Giants throughout spring training. Not sure who was going to be the everyday guy out there if they would settle on one. Jared Parker got hurt. There was some speculation they would be in the trade market looking for an outfielder. I don't know what their plan is, and I don't think now they've got to deal with the Bumgarner issue. He's going to be out for maybe a couple of months.
Three and two. Yeah, that's a bad one. As the Giants lose one of the elite starters in the league for an extended period of time. And the thing about that, it wasn't just the shoulder, ribs too. Really banged up. Runners go on the 3-2, swing and a miss. As Cincinnati gets one, Cubs lead 7-5 after 2.
For the best audio video gear with low prices and exceptional service, think between the boxes at Entertainment Expressions.
We sell and install only the best. Speakers you have to hear to believe. Televisions, whole house audio systems, and outdoor speakers.
Residential, commercial, home theater, and wireless audio solutions.
And the most experienced electronics staff in the Quad Cities. Get it all
From your favorite electronics mid-box store.
at Entertainment Expressions.
We're your hardcore
Audio
and video experts.
When you play games from the Iowa Lottery, there's one outcome for certain. You're helping Iowa grow. Lottery proceeds become part of the funding for our state parks and nature preserves. So when you play, you help keep our home state beautiful. When you play games from the Iowa Lottery, there's one outcome for certain. You're helping Iowa succeed. Lottery proceeds become part of the funding for skilled workforce and job training programs. So play today and keep Iowa working.
I'm Pat Curtis. I work at Titan Broadcasting. Being told you have cancer, it's not a conversation you ever picture having. My first meeting with Dr. Khalifa at Great River Cancer Center gave me enormous peace of mind. My chemo started here in June. Great River Cancer Center saved my life. Cancer can be emotional, but Dr. Khalifa brings a level of sensitivity and intelligence that makes the whole process easier.
Jay brings years and years and years of local Quad Cities sports experience to our team. Simply put, you will not find that experience anywhere else with any sportscaster in the Quad Cities.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. By Hyundai. Visit your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers today and see how better drives us. And by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. You're going to like buying a car this way. And this pitching change is brought to you by Lakeside Bank. Lakeside Bank, it's about time. Lizalberto Bonilla.
Called up recently from Louisville. The only big league time he had was with the Rangers in 2014. Pitched 5 times for them.
This is his Reds debut. 26 years old. Working to Javier Baez outside, ball 1.
2 starts at Louisville, won them both. Started his professional career in the Phillies organization back in 2009.
Good breaking ball that time. 1-2. And he struck him out. Let's check out the forward upcoming schedule for the Cubs. 3-city road trip continues in Pittsburgh after we wrap up the series tomorrow here in Cincinnati. We'll finish up in Boston next weekend. Arrieta slated to pitch the opener of that set Friday after he and John Lester switched spots in the rotation this weekend.
Hey, isn't that the song?
What's that?
Please come to Boston. Please come to Boston for the weekend.
You should sing with us. Do that tune in Hot Stove.
I shouldn't sing ever.
Two. Arrieta strikes out. Failed to ask you about this last night, but I had it on my list. What did you make of the Clayton Kershaw aggravation with Tyler Anderson?
Yeah,
the other
I didn't
night?
get all the details on that.
Well, I guess Anderson was in the bullpen warming up, right? Mm-hmm. And there was a slight delay, I guess, before the game started as a result. And Kershaw called it one of the more disrespectful things he had seen. He said the game starts at 7:10 and has started at 7:10 for a long time. So his point is, whatever you got to do, build in extra time to get ready.
What time does the game start?
I think it started at 7:10.
So what was the hang-up?
Anderson wasn't ready.
No, but I mean, when did it really start?
Oh, I don't know.
So I guess my takeaway would be it just depends on how much the game was delayed.
I guess he threw a few extra pitches in the bullpen. But kind of unlike Kershaw, I guess, to be that upset about something. But I just wondered if that's like a starting pitcher courtesy thing that you can't.
I'm not aware of it. No, I never. Matt Garza was a guy who was kind of infamous for being a little late to the party. I don't know if infamous is the right word, but it was a pattern that developed with Matt.
Ball 4, Almora reaches with 2 outs.
Cub fans, join the Cubs season ticket holder waiting list today. Claim your spot in our lineup for season tickets. It's easy and free to register. For details, visit Cubs.com/waiting list.
Francisco Lindor not interested in a contract extension with the Indians.
Not at $100 million, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Must be a number out there that he has in mind.
Still just 23. One of the more exciting shortstops in the game today, and that's saying something because there are a bunch of them. David Ortiz got his Silver Slugger award at home via FedEx.
I saw that.
And I put it on Instagram, said, yeah, I was expecting to get this at the ballpark, but thanks anyway. Having fun with it. Barnhart can't find it. Almora will get the second.
And 2 wild pitches and a pass ball in this game now. And sometimes a wild pitch is really on the catcher. This time just an unfortunate break for him as he was in pretty good position to block it, but it kicked off his shin guard, it looked like, back out towards the mound.
Keeping with the music theme, is that the new Beck song? 2 wild pitches and a pass ball?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll go with yes. Bonilla is showing a little more giddy up on the fastball than the scouting report I had. That'll be a thrill for him to be back in the big leagues for the first time since 2014. Last year he pitched at AA and AAA for the Dodgers. Reds on pace to throw about 250 pitches in this ball game.
Another walk.
Well, so Brian's going to hit a home run here, right?
That's been the pattern.
First inning, walk, home run. Second inning after the double, walk, home run.
I feel like every time Chris bats in this park, he's going to hit a home run.
He's walked and doubled so far today. Foul. Call made by the home plate umpire, Laz Diaz, as Suarez tried to get it before it was foul. So a break for Bryant. It's the home plate umpire's call. Ball in front of the bag. Diaz did a nice job jumping out in front of home plate, getting a good angle. Keeping alive the possibility of our walk home run. Don't chase. Yeah, 10-25 against the Reds last year. And I think all those other performances, Banks twice, Sauer against the Pirates, were in like 22 games. Bryant accomplished his in 19 against the Reds. Yeah, he had the most home runs against any single opponent in the National League last year. There was Nelson Cruz, maybe Robinson Cano. Somebody over in the American League had 11. It looks like with Bonilla here, the fastballs are for show, and his intent is to get him out with the breaking pitch. Bryant strikes out. Nobody put a ball in play in that inning.
Fast foodies know the best mornings start with a gourmet breakfast. And now, you can get steak and seasoned beef with peppercorn cheese sauce all before the sun comes up. The new steak burger's just $1.99. Checkers and Rallies fast foodies know the deal.
Wow, today's the big day. I can't believe that it's finally here. From the first day we met, I knew I wanted to marry Lisa. She's amazing in every way. I had to find the ring that matched her beauty, and I knew I would only find it at Necker's. The diamond and setting they helped me pick out is perfect. Now, all I have to do is pop the question. She said yes. She loves the ring, and it's all because I went to Necker's. Necker's Jewelers in Davenport and DeWitt. Give to the one you love.
Every day you make decisions to better your life, and knowing what policymakers are doing in Des Moines, Springfield, and Washington can really make a difference. That's why the Quad Cities CW has 3 informative programs to help you make sense out of the confusion. Join us Sundays, starting at 11:30 to get a new view on the world around you.
Fast foodies know romance starts with a 4-course meal. That's a bacon burger, fries, apple pie, and a drink for just $3. Perfect for a night at the drive-in. The 4 for $3 deal now with the bacon cheddar crisp. Rallies and Checkers. Fast foodies know the deal.
Jim is really passionate about what's right, and whether that's something as simple as punctuation or grammar, or something at a higher level where he's holding our local public officials accountable for some of the things they've said in the past or some of the things they say they're going to do.
When When you think mortgage in Chicago, make sure to think Midwest Equity Mortgage. Whether it's purchase or refi, Midwest Equity's Chicago-based team has you covered. Midwest Equity is a Crane's Fast 50 and BBB A+ rated company. So apply today at MidwestEquity.com. Midwest Equity Mortgage. We bring it home. Suarez looks at a strike, 1-1. That one seemed to fool Bryant. A little bit of a late reaction as Suarez has his second hit today and his fourth of the series.
Yeah, boy, he's been right on the ball. Real good swings. Good solid contact from Suarez. Blasted that one by him. Cubs have had a couple potential double play balls this afternoon, have not been able to convert, and it's cost them on the scoreboard.
A tough go for Schebler here lately. He's 1 for his last 18. He snapped an 0 for 15 last night. Popped up. No play for Contreras. Is it just me, or are the Mets annually the most injured team in baseball? Maybe it's most significantly injured.
It seems to be that's been a constant theme, yeah, with all the pitching injuries and Cespedes, Duda is always battling something, it seems.
Wilmer Flores going to the DL. DeGrom scratched last night. Asdrubal Cabrera, Travis d'Arnaud.
Cabrera's had knee stuff. Has he got knee now? I know it's
hamstring.
Hammy. Mr. Met is a inflated head. But he shows up to work every day.
He does.
Keith Hernandez, too much gray in his mustache. Hey, the legendary James Taylor returns to Wrigley Field on Monday, July 17th with special guest Bonnie Raitt. Don't miss your chance to see this Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. Tickets available now at Cubs.com/James Taylor.
1-2. Blowing outside. Schwarber records the first out. That'll bring up Cozart.
A couple of years back, 2012 actually, Cozart had a year in which he hit 33 doubles and 15 home runs, becoming the fourth Reds shortstop to accomplish that feat. Do you know who the other three are?
Is that a scoreboard stumper? I'm sure it has been. I would say Barry Larkin.
Yeah, Barry did it twice. A fellow by the name of Eddie Miller back in 1947. And the other guy, you'll go, oh, yeah, he was a good player. But it probably wouldn't come to mind right away. Felipe Lopez in 2005, 31 doubles, 23 home runs. Good offensive player.
Suarez at first, one away. 1-1 count on Cozart. There goes Suarez. Fly ball right field. Hayward dives, makes a catch. Throw to first. 2.
There's the double play.
After 3, Cubs lead 7-5.
Not again.
What, honey?
It's backed up again.
It's time to call Right on Time. They are fast, affordable, and will beat any competitor price. Available 24/7, so pick up that phone and call Right on Time today for all your sewer and drain cleaning needs.
Hey, what are you doing at home? Gather your friends and head to the Circle Tap on West Locust Street. See the game and enjoy a wonderful meal, famous for our ribs from a quarter to a full rack with fries served alongside, delicious burger baskets, chicken and bacon ranch wraps, as well as cold drinks and spirits, all at great prices. Plus, enjoy the Circle's great outdoor patio area with a cool and shaded bar. There's live music often featured. So head on over to the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
Here at Courtesy Kia in Moline, we have the largest selection of new, used, and certified pre-owned Kias in the area. Choose this Optima or Forte for just $119 a month. For just $129 a month, this Soul is yours. Drive the Sportage for only $169 a month. Or take home this Sorrento for just $159 a month. And they all come with America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Choose from the area's largest selection of new, used, and certified pre-owned Kias at Courtesy Kia in Moline.
The sink is globbed.
Call Rob.
It's time to call Right on Time. They are fast, affordable, and will beat any competitor price. Available 24/7, so pick up that phone and call Right on Time today for all your sewer and drain cleaning needs.
The radiation's going to be here in 6 days.
You choose to stay and you're choosing death.
We can't save them if they don't want to be saved.
Let Famous Dave's do the cooking for your graduation party.
Today's Save of the Game is brought to you by Feldco. Save big with Feldco and 2 windows for the price of 1.
Yeah, they didn't get the ground ball double plays, but they get the fly ball double play. Beautiful play by Hayward. A hit and run play. Suarez on the move. Takes him a while to recognize what's going on. He didn't pick up the ball off the bat. Maybe got deked a little bit by Baez at second.
Yeah, speaking of 2 for the price of 1, Cubs get that double play to get out of the inning. Got to keep pushing on a day like this. Sometimes you have games like this, you knock a starting pitcher out early, score 7, 8, 9 runs. And then you struggle to get any more against 3 or 4 relievers.
One of 3 bullpenners.
Fly ball, well hit to right, but not well enough.
One of 3 in that pen that did not pitch in the ball game last night.
Today's 4th inning is brought to you by 4 Winds Casinos, your entertainment escape. Russell a strikeout, a walk, and a run.
I think the next foul ball should be brought to you by Chicken.
FOWL?
Yeah.
Okay. I get it. Breaking ball off the outside corner.
I think somebody's missing an opportunity there. We just missed that one.
Caught by Jeanette.
Trying to go down and away, and it's, boy, middle of the plate, belt high. Just didn't get the head out. Just a little bit behind it.
Contreras with a single and his first career grand slam. And that comes after an 0 for 5 series opener.
The wind is picking up its pace. If the game isn't, the wind is.
Miguel Cabrera goes to the 10-day disabled list. He's got a strained right groin, suffered last night in Minnesota.
Well, you talk about the Mets and their injuries. Clearly, MLB is going to set a record for DL usage, right, with the new rule that you can put a guy in for 10 days.
I would think.
Teams are going to be more willing to, hey, let's not wait. Let's go ahead and put him on the DL and not play a man short.
Curious to get the update on Dustin Pedroia. He indicated that his knee injury suffered on a Manny Machado slide last night might not keep him out of any action. That's got to be concerning for the Red Sox. Bonilla with a 2-2 offering, called strike 3. Right on the outside corner. Cubs go down in order for the first time.
Hi, I'm Sylvan Reed, Service Manager at Uptown Motors. We have the tools and experience to take care of your vehicle. From routine maintenance like oil changes, to brake and exhaust work, and even complete engine replacement, Uptown Service can handle it all. Our state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment can pinpoint problems. We carry all major makes of tires. We're an authorized hand-cooked dealer, and we can mount and balance your tires in a snap. At Uptown Service, we welcome all extended warranties, and we'll service your car no matter where you purchased it. Oh, and don't worry, we have plenty of these.
G&G Retailers is about service. We take the time to make sure you get the proper firearm or accessory for your needs and offer a full line of gunsmithing services. G&G is about safety, offering NRA-certified Iowa permit-to-carry classes to make sure you know how to safely handle and maintain your firearms. But most of all, G&G Retailers is about family tradition. We've been in business for over 30 years and now 3 generations. G&G Retailers, 1 block south of Division and Locust in Davenport, Iowa.
Are you still waiting to change your bathtub? Bathfitter can give you a new tub in as little as 1 day with their unique tub-over-tub process. Isn't that amazing? Bathfitter will measure and make you a new custom bathtub that they install right over your existing one. Plus, only Bathfitter has seamless walls, which guarantee a watertight fit. And a lifetime warranty. That's what got me. A new bathtub changes your life, and it's never been more affordable.
This month only, 0% APR financing for 24 months.
Mike Baxter, built tough, rugged, with better gas mileage. Last man standing.
Weeknights at 6 and 10 on the Quad Cities CW.
If you go looking for trouble, you will always find it.
That's what heroes do. They fight.
Supergirl, Mondays at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
Hey, Cub fans, if you miss any of today's action, ABC7 will rebroadcast each one of its Cubs matchups on the Live Well Network. And today's encore of Cubs and Reds will air in its entirety beginning at 7 p.m. on ABC7's digital channel 7.2 and the following cable channel positions. How about 7 runs on 4 hits? That's due to a ton of walks.
Yeah, walks and long ball. On base plus slugging. Draw walks, hit the ball out of the ballpark. You're going to score a lot of runs.
A 1-0 to the catcher Barnhart, tapped on the ground right to Bryant. And Bonilla will take the at-bat. This will be his first career plate appearance. Mentioned the Red Sox. A fly ball out in the right. Hayward has it. They lost 2-0 in Baltimore last night. Orioles have the best record in baseball, 11-4.
Watch your source for everything Chicago. ABC7 Eyewitness News, weeknights at 10 with Chicago's team of Alan Krzyzewski, Kathy Brock, Cheryl Burton, Cheryl Scott, and Mark Giangreco. It's a quality team right there.
Peraza, 2 hits, 2 runs. We'll see the Orioles right after the All-Star break at Camden Yards.
So it sounds like the Red Sox were a little upset at this slide by Machado.
I didn't see it.
I saw the replay this morning.
Did it look late?
No, he didn't go down late. His momentum did carry him through the bag, and he came off the base. So I guess technically by the new slide rule, they could have ruled a double play there. They did not. They reviewed it. He immediately tended to Pedroia. He didn't intend to spike him. He didn't necessarily go in spikes high. It just looked like an old-fashioned routine baseball play. But Brian Butterfield, the third base coach for the Red Sox, was ultimately ejected when he went out to coach third. He got into it. I can't recall who the umpire was.
Three and 1 on Peraza. Arrieta looking for his first 1-2-3. Faced the minimum in the third, but that was because of the double play to end it.
Pedroia, he's a feisty short, and it was fun. His comments after the game, he said, "I don't even know the rule. I don't know what the rule is because I turn the best double play. I've been doing it for 11 years or whatever. I turn the best double play, so I never get hit. I don't know. I don't need to know the rule. That's for other guys."
Went inning over to the 5th. Cubs lead by 2.
When you play games from the Iowa Lottery, there's one outcome for certain. You're helping Iowa grow. Lottery proceeds become part of the funding for our state parks and nature preserves. So when you play, you help keep our home state beautiful. When you play games from the Iowa Lottery, there's one outcome for certain. You're helping Iowa succeed. Lottery proceeds become part of the funding for skilled workforce and job training programs. So play today and keep Iowa working.
We really like shopping at Hattie's.
For gifts or the collector, Aunt Hattie's in LeClaire is the place where pop culture meets nostalgia. Now located at 102 South Cody Road, Aunt Hattie's has incredible pieces other area stores don't have. Humorous items, metal signs, calendars, and gifts. And great collectibles for men like tap handles, beer signs, and so much more. You've got to visit Aunt Hattie's, voted the Quad City's best gift store.
Where'd you get that? At Aunt Hattie's in downtown LeClaire.
If you dream about a house for your growing family, Mel Foster is there.
Yeah, cool.
If you dream about a house big enough to host family gatherings, Mel Foster is there. And when your dream changes and it's time to downsize into a smaller home, Mel Foster is there. Mel Foster can make your home dream a reality.
You think those babies guarantee your safety? You're in for a rude awakening.
Riverdale, all new this Thursday at 9/8 Central.
Famous Dave's caters award-winning barbecue delivered to you.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. By Lakeside Bank, we make banking simple. Lakeside Bank, it's about time. And by the all-new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica. It takes comfort, storage, and technology to the next level, making Pacifica the new benchmark of minivans. Cubs batting in the 5th, leading 7-5 on a 3-run homer by Anthony Rizzo in the 1st. And a grand slam from Wilson Contreras in the 2nd. 2-0 on Hayward. Last night's 11-inning contest took just under 4 hours to complete. Out in Anaheim, they went 5:36 as the Blue Jays beat the Angels 8-7, 13 innings. Jose Bautista with the big 3-run homer. His first homer of the season. Hayward walks. Our league leaders are brought to you by Toyota. Since April 15th, which is normally tax day, it was a couple of days later this year. Cubs scoring 5.5 runs per game, leading the NL.
22 over their last 3. +7 here today through 4 innings. Javi with a double and a home run last night. Strikeout victim in the 3rd. Bonilla got him to chase breaking pitch out of the zone.
Bonilla has done pretty much exactly what his manager had hoped he would do. Calm this game down and eat up some innings after the starter Reed could only go 2 frames.
Javier Baez was a senior in high school. He batted .771, 64 hits and 83 at-bats. 20 doubles, 22 home runs.
What was his on-base percentage?
It was really high. Yeah, it was probably .771. He probably didn't walk. Arlington Country Day School in Jacksonville, Florida. 64 for 83. Well, all these guys, you know, clearly were standouts in high school, but that's next level.
Otto holds on Hayward, and the Reds pitch out. Hayward was not thinking steal.
Boy, that's something you almost never see in the game these days.
Straight up pitch out.
Yeah. Yep. A lot of teams will just, you know, maybe call for an elevated fastball or set up way outside. Ooh. Didn't have to be. Barnhart might have stolen that one for his pitcher. I imagine they'll go breaking ball off the plate here.
So Baez strikes out for the 2nd time against Bonilla, who has 5 so far. And it's Arrieta. So we've seen a grand slam today. Last night in the Rockies' 6-5 win over the Giants in Denver, Trevor Story hit a grand slam. Charlie Blackmon had an inside the park home run in the 4th inning. And according to stats, it's the first time an NL team had picked up a grand slam and an inside the park home run in the same inning since the 1950 New York Giants. Red Sox did it in 2011. Cut and a miss. 1-1.
Battle of Veterans tomorrow. Bronson Arroyo, John Lackey will pitch tomorrow afternoon. So the Cubs miss Amir Garrett, the rookie who's been most impressive. The former basketball player at St. John's. He's got a 1.83 ERA.
I'm sure they'll get a good look at him at some point this season,
right? Yeah.
Over a 19-game season series. Two. It's full. Corey Kluber got off to a slow start, but last night he got locked in. 3-hitter. As the Indians beat the White Sox 3-0. Faced 29 batters. And the Indians win. There goes Hayward. And Arrieta fouls at the plate. Carlos Beltran just keeps on going. Last night hit his 423rd career home run. And Houston's win at Tampa Bay. Fly ball deep right. Jeanette twisting and turning. Can't get it. Hayward to third. He'll be sent home. Arrieta on his way to third with a triple. 8-5.
We don't see many pitchers legging out 3 base hits, but Arrieta, last year's Silver Slugger winner in the National League, drives one over the head of Scooter Gennett, who does not have a lot of experience in right field. He gets turned around. There's twisting and drifting, ultimately diving.
Fourth career triple. Jake has tripled in each of the last 4 seasons. Infield in, Almora the batter. Ground ball to third. Backhanded play Suarez as Arrieta holds.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
Well, if the 3 true outcome thing holds up, Schwarber's got to hit a home run at some point today. He has walked twice and struck out once. And he leads the Cubs in those categories. The, shall I say, Adam Dunn categories. His next home run, it will be his 20th major league homer, and he will likely End up being the fastest Cub ever to 20 home runs. Gets under this one. Schebler makes the grab. Cubs add to their lead on the Arrieta triple, 8-5.
Where can you get a new car for as low as $99 per month? At Zimmerman Alfa Romeo Fiat, we have program cars and service loaners at used car prices. We're in the former Hummer dealership, Brady and I-80. Take the airport exit and the first left.
Only thing that I was missing was on that cheek that I was kissing. We do it 'cause it feels right. We do it 'cause it feels right. We do it 'cause it feels right.
iWireless gives you truly unlimited high-speed data on Iowa's fastest 4G LTE network.
Well, we have overage fees and a criminal record.
Upload photos, stream videos, play games.
I can turn my phone into a shiv.
For a limited time, get a free 4G LTE smartphone. And 30 days of truly unlimited high-speed data is just $30 per line for a family of 4. Get the real deal, only at iWireless.
Can't decide what to watch? I'm offering you 56 channels. Sometimes it's better to watch
Nothing. Everybody's doing something. We'll do nothing.
Seinfeld, because nothing is really something.
Weekdays on the Quad Cities CW.
It's the spring clearance event. Lease a Fiat 124 Spider for only $269 a month at Zimmerman Alfa Romeo Fiat of the Quad Cities. We're in the former Hummer dealership, Brady and I-80. Take the airport exit and the first left.
Zimmerman's Alfa Romeo and Fiat.
Matter of fact, with Soledad O'Brien.
This is the place to come for conversations that will challenge your views and those of elected leaders, thought leaders, and future leaders.
Matter of Fact with Soledad O'Brien. Sunday at 12:30 on the Quad Cities CW.
Welcome back. Hey, there's Jake Arrieta. He's warming up. Let's take a look at how he has been painting the corners, brought to you by Benjamin Moore. Paint like no other. 4 strikeouts for Jake here today. Overpowered Duvall with a fastball. Good off-speed pitch there. You know, dropped down arm angle that time with a put-away slider on Peraza. A tough guy to finish off.
Eight to 5, the Cubs have the lead. Arrieta needs to get through this 5th inning to qualify for a victory. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the home team. It's the red against the blue today. Swing and a miss by Jeanette.